Hopefully I got this thing on freaking. Keep doing this. Okay. I thought I had it unlisted. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Chat. I'm looking at. Hey, happy Saturday. I'm feeling pretty good. Today I feel like 90% myself. So it is just me at home. The kids, they are with their dad. He took them swimming, and then they're at his house now. And I've been just catching up on emails and some other things. I'm relaxing, getting a break from the kids. Hey, Lily. How's your guys' Saturday going? Anything fun and exciting? Yeah, I feel so much better. My right side, that I have a little soreness, but I really notice it if I'm like up moving around for too long. Then I'm like, all right, it's time to chill, sit down, relax for a bit, because I have to keep reminding myself that just because I feel good on the outside, it doesn't mean the inside is healed, because that's going to take time. It's only been a week. That's going to take time. I heard something. I am feeling better today, Kendall. Definitely am. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Happy Saturday. I feel much better. I haven't had to take any pain meds today, so I think I'm like on the mend of pain control. I'm on the mend. Heather. Aww. Well, congratulations to them. I know, isn't it always like bittersweet when kids are going through like, you know, those stepping stones and milestones and all that? And make sure as a mom you're like excited, but at the same time the tears. Oh, good, Delilah. Good job to your son. Tell him I said good job. Yes, I'm trying to take it easy and not overdo it. And this morning the boys, they helped me like pick up. The house has actually been staying in order since I cleaned the other day, and I kind of overdid it in the afternoon once the kids came home. I didn't listen to my body, so yesterday I was feeling it, and it kicked in. But I've been yesterday I just chilled like all day. I didn't do anything. I relaxed all day because I was kind of like still hurting. There was one point I was shedding little tears, you guys, because it was just that pain on my right side. It felt like someone just took like a knife and just was like twisting it, because I overdid it and I didn't listen to my body, so I was feeling it. Yes, tell them I said good job. Hey, Tamika, happy Saturday. I'm almost 90% to myself. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Things are getting better, and I'm just glad the gallbladder. I'm glad oh my gosh, the gallbladder is out of me. It is gone. Even though, like, you know, I'm hurting now, it is so much better than gallbladder attacks. Thank you, Melissa. Hi. Happy Saturday. Anything exciting other than, it sounds like you guys, a lot of you did some celebrations for kids today, a lot of different things going on, which is fun. My boys are gone. It's a quiet house. All you hear is my fan going. Lucy is somewhere sleeping. She was in her little bed over there, but she's gone. I don't know where she went. So it's just me and Lucy home, and she's probably off sleeping somewhere, enjoying the quiet since the kids are gone. She's like, oh yeah, it's a break. Yes, one day at a time. I can get a little hard-headed sometimes and overdo it and don't listen to my body, and then I'm regretting it and I'm hurting. Oh, hi, Kathy. Hello. So I watched this movie after the kids left. I found it on Prime, and it was good. So if you have Amazon Prime, and it might even be on other streaming apps, I don't know, but I found it on Prime. It was called, oh my gosh. It like left me. Now I gotta go look and see what it was. What movie was it? I literally watched it, and it was so good. It had Anne Hathaway in it. I'm finding it because I posted it on Facebook. 1 second to find the name of the movie. Wow, there's a lot of people that have my name. Oh, hold on. I do not know where the movie went. Oh, The Idea of You. Go watch that movie. You guys, it was so good. It was a nice love story. So Anne Hathaway played in it, and she was a single mom. She had a daughter. She was 40, and she went with her daughter to Coachella because originally her daughter's dad bought tickets. I don't want to break the movie, but I'm gonna give you like the storyline. I don't want to tell it all. But he bought tickets for their daughter and their two friends to go to Coachella, like VIP tickets. And last minute, he had a business trip he had to go to, so he asked her to go. So she ended up going, and one of the pop bands that was there, she ended up bumping into him, accidentally going into his trailer to pee because she thought that's where the VIP trailer was to use the bathroom. And after that, yeah, he was 24, she was 40, and I'm gonna leave it at that. It is so good. Yes. Let's see what comments. Hey, Kelly. Good evening. Saturday flies. Yeah, Saturday does fly. I always feel like that. Yeah, very good. I was like, you know what? That's a movie where I'm definitely going to watch again. 10 out of 10 recommend. The Idea of You. If you have not watched it, you guys go watch it because that movie was super good. Usually, I feel like some movies start off slow. Like that movie from the beginning, like from the moment, the first like intro of the movie, I was like, okay, this is going to be a good movie. And I was hooked. I literally stayed on the couch and I did not move. I watched the whole movie. I could, because I was like hanging on the edge at some point. So I'm like, girl, get your man. Yes, Tamika, go watch it. And I was funny because I said, like after watching, I said, maybe the love of my life is like in his 20s. I don't know. But it was really, really good. It was a really, really good movie. And I like Anne Hathaway. She did really good. She looks amazing for 40 too. Yes, Nicole, watch it. It was super good. Super good. Now I gotta like find something else to watch. So if you guys got some movie recommendations, I think the kids might actually stay with their dad. So this is like the perfect time for me to watch some movies. So if you got some movies that you want me to watch, send them my way because I don't get to really watch TV like that because the kids take over every TV in the house. So once in a while I get to watch something, and I either like good movies or I like to binge TV shows. So it doesn't have to be a movie. Hi, Leslie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Lily, let me know what you think of it too. Movie is super good. And if you guys, like I said, got a movie recommendation or show, let me know. The only thing with shows, I have a really bad habit, is if it starts off slow, I'll stop watching it, or it'll be really good and I'll binge it all, or I'll start watching it, I'll get like halfway through the episodes, and then suddenly I stop watching it and I never finish it. I did that with Virgin River. The last season that came out, I got all the way up to, I think like the first season of season 5, and then I stopped watching it, like just randomly. I don't know why I do that. See, I've never watched Desperate Housewives. I've never watched it. I think that was something where I watched like one episode and then I just never watched it again. Let's see what someone else said. A preview, yeah. I put it on Facebook earlier about the movie because it was so good. I'm like, oh, watch this movie now. Some people were like, oh, I looked at the preview and it looks interesting. Yeah, you're a binger too? Yeah, I got that bad though. I'll binge something. I'll binge it halfway and then I just stop watching it. There was another show I just started recently too, and I did the same thing. Started watching it, I got distracted, and then never finished it for some reason. I don't know why I do that. I do it every time. Happy Pride Month. Like this video, you guys. If you're coming in, say hi. Like the video. I'm trying to go live more often. I feel like I've went live quite a bit recently. I know for a while I didn't go live for a long time. But recently, I enjoy like getting on lives once in a while just to kind of chat, see what everybody's doing. I want to like try it out where I'm going to do, which I did this years ago, where I do like a live cook with me. Or I thought about doing like a live clean with me. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Lincoln Lawyer. See, that was one I started, but I didn't finish it. I watched like 3 episodes. Devious Maids. Okay. Desperate Housewives. Another person. So I might have to check that out. Thank you, Tamika. Suits. I haven't watched Suits, but I heard that one's really good too. Hi, Mona. Happy Saturday. Hey, girl. So Suits, Desperate Housewives is on my list. Suits You Love, okay. And it is good on Lincoln Lawyer. So I'm going to have to like pick Blue Collar on Netflix. The Resident, I've watched them. See, The Resident, that's like up my alley. I love Grey's Anatomy, New Amsterdam, or I think it's just called Amsterdam. That show is really good. I love like those doctor medical shows too. You know what I was watching? If you guys follow me on Instagram, while all last week when my mom was here, we started watching Supermarket Sweep. I have not watched that show probably since the last time I aired. I used to love that show in the 90s. I watched it as a kid. And I was like sitting there just out the blue. I saw something. Me and my mom were like looking. We were on the laptop looking at something, and like some old nostalgia stuff for sale on eBay came up. And I was sitting there and we're just like looking at like Trolls, Precious Moments, which I used to be a huge collector of Precious Moments when I was a kid. I loved those things. And I was like, Mom, you remember those like supermarket games that we used to watch with Grandma? And she was like, yeah, she couldn't think of the name. And then I like just Googled, I'm like, Supermarket Sweep. And I used to like Shop Till You Drop, but I loved Supermarket Sweep even more. Chicago PD. I started watching that recently too. That was another one I started watching and never did. I watched All Organized Crime because Law and Order is my favorite. SVU. And Stabler is my guy. I love Stabler. So I don't have Hulu, but I have this app where I can watch stuff, even new stuff. So if I don't have the streaming app for it, I just watch it on this other app. It's called like iWeb TV or something like that. The boy's dad actually told me about it. So you can watch movies, shows, they got everything on there, you guys. But it's only for iPhone, so if you don't have an iPhone, you ain't gonna be able to use it because you'll need to download it on your smart TV. At least I think it's only for iPhones. SWAT. Yeah, you like Supermarket Sweep too. That was my show. Did I feel any pain after my gallbladder surgery because you woke up crying and screaming? Oh, it's probably just how you reacted to the anesthesia. Girl, that anesthesia, I'll say this last time, man, I don't know. I couldn't wake up from it. It took a while for them to get me to wake up. It took like 2 hours for me to like really wake up. I don't know. It was like stronger. I don't know if it's because I was under anesthesia longer, because I had read, I'm one of the weird people that like reads and watches videos of stuff before it happens. And I read that if the longer you're under, like the longer it takes for you to come out of it. So it had me knocked out. And I think like I had pain, but I was so out of it, I didn't feel the pain, if that makes any sense. Like I was in pain, but I was so just like sleep and so affected by the anesthesia that I couldn't even stay awake. Like when they were talking to me, I was just like, yeah, and then back out of it. Love SVU, Bridgerton. I've watched the first season. I actually started to watch the second season. I watched 1 episode, but I don't know as far as I got. I think it's because the time that I pick to watch stuff is why I don't finish it. Because I either start to watch something when I'm about to go to sleep, or if the kids are home. because then I'm like distracted. I watched all The Walking Dead. When that came out, I watched all of it. I loved that show. Criminal Minds. My mom loves Criminal Minds. I like watched it, but I don't know. I like it, but I didn't really get into it. NCIS is another one that my mom really loves too. 2 new ones. Antonio, I don't know if I've... How new are the new ones? Like, what year did those seasons come out? Because maybe I probably haven't watched them. Hi, Kathy. Oh, I got the rest of your stuff, too. The rest of the stuff that you got, Kathy, it came today. So thank you. Thank you. That was so sweet of you. And it's pouring down rain, so, like, the box was extremely soaked. I didn't even realize it was out there. Hi, Carolyn. 2023. So, nope, I haven't seen that last season. I watched up until, like, before that. I do have Apple TV. Surface. Okay, I'll check that one out. I need to, like, write this stuff down. Because I think, like, once I get off live, I don't know if I'm able to, like, go back and see these comments. And you guys are giving me... Ugh, hold on. You guys are giving me a lot of stuff to watch, so... I'm looking at, you know, it never fails the kids. This notebook, they're all writing all up in it. So, okay, let me see. What we got here. So we got Suits. Of course, I get a pin that doesn't work. So we got Suits. Another pin that doesn't work. Man. Okay, Desperate Housewives was one of them. Man, I can't spell either. I don't know why I'm like writing fast, like everything's gonna go off. So, okay, we got going back up. Blue Collar, that was on Netflix. I said it was on Netflix. And then what else? Devious Maids, a couple of you said Devious Maids. I do need to watch the new season of Bridgerton. I only watched the first episode and I loved Bridgerton. Loved it. Let's see what else you got. Loved Equalizer. I didn't care for the last one. White Collar. Oh, is it called White Collar or Blue Collar? Tracker. No, I haven't seen Tracker, Mona. Mine too, Kathy. That is my favorite show. Love that show. Dexter. So, Carolina, I watched like the first season of that. I remember when it first came out, this girl that I used to work with, she told me about that show. There was another show that was kind of like, it wasn't a spinoff of Dexter, but it gave like Dexter vibes. White Collar. Okay. You wrote down about 5, Tamika? Hey, girl. Who would have thought Megan and Maggie in their own show? What show, Antonio, did I miss? Megan and Maggie, are you talking about? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get caught up. You know, I opened like YouTube on this, but I want to like look at you guys. It's over there on the other screen. Hey, Sandra. Trying to catch up to comments of people that might have said hi. I'm over here writing down TV shows. Grey's Anatomy. Yes. Hey, Christian and Lexi. I don't know which one of you is on under that profile, but hello. Happy Saturday. Grey's Anatomy. I've watched all of Grey's Anatomy. That was another one of my favorite shows. Oh, okay. They're in New York, so they're by themselves. I gotcha. Thank you, Kathy. They're actually not here, so it's just me. It's just me and Lucy. Hi, Kyra. So it's quiet. It's peaceful. All you hear is the fan. I feel like I missed some other shows that you guys said. Let me go over here. Because I'm trying to like look at the comments from my phone. Let me see. Okay. See, I'm missing a lot of comments. You thought today was Sunday. Missing a day, yeah. It don't feel like Saturday, honestly. Lincoln Lawyer. Lincoln Lawyer was another one. What else? And I don't know if one of you answered this. Was it White Collar or Blue Collar, that show on Netflix? Because I seen like a couple people say Blue Collar, and then Kelly, I think you said White Collar. I mean, I'll look it up either way. Hi, Denise. Thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. I got all your stuff. Crystal sent me stuff too. I got the rest of your guys' stuff today. The kids were like so over the moon when they opened everything. So I was looking for other shows to watch together. White Collar. Okay. White Collar. I'm gonna correct that. I got a whole list here. And like the sloppiest handwriting. It's funny looking at myself on the other screen. It's like lagging super bad on my computer though. So I'm gonna need to watch the newest Walking Dead. That was another one. Tony, you said that Megan and Maggie are off in New York, found people. Hi, happy Saturday. Yeah, Dexter was brilliant. Like that was good. It was, creepy at the same time, but good. Just that show was really good. Even though I didn't finish it, I do need to. Probably should just restart it. That's what I should do, is restart it, since it's been so long since I watched the first season. But I know that first season, I was like, okay, this is good. Pomeroy. Okay. Another one on Apple TV. Apple TV, they be having some good shows on there, because I've watched a couple shows on there that you only could find on Apple TV. I'm over here writing Apple TV, so Palm Royal. That's another one I'll look up. Really? You didn't like it? What did you not like about it? What about Game of Thrones? Did you guys watch Game of Thrones? I started to watch, like I don't know if it's like the spinoff of Game of Thrones. I don't even know what it's called. The boy's dad told me about it. He's like, because when that Game of Thrones first came out, we were together then, and we watched all of it then. Because he watched it first. I wasn't watching it. He was watching it every episode that came out. And then when it finished, I actually watched it with him. He went back and rewatched all the seasons. So I watched it with him. And I really, really liked Game of Thrones. I didn't think I was going to, but I loved it. So I started watching when I've had a chance. He told me to watch the spinoff of it. And it's kind of, I don't know the name of it though. I can't think of the name of it. Under the Bridge. Hello, Stephanie, by the way. I don't know if you said hello and I missed it, because I've been writing down all the shows everybody's telling me to watch. Yeah, Nicole, Game of Thrones is really good. I really liked Game of Thrones. And the House of Dragon. Yes, that's what it is. House of Dragons. I was going to say that too. I knew it was something with dragons. It is. Yeah, Carolyn, it's House of Dragons. And see, I'm so out of loop. I didn't even know, like, there's a whole other season that's going to come out. See, I'm so behind on watching TV, you guys. I don't watch it. I don't ever get a chance. Like, I'll always see stuff like, oh, I want to watch it, and I just don't. Vikings is really good. I've never watched Vikings. So, is it, like, similar to, like, Game of Thrones Vikings? Is it, like, Game of Thrones vibe, or is it a little bit different? Because I liked Game of Thrones. And starting off, I didn't know if I was going to, but I was shocked. I was, like, hooked. It was so good. That was another one. I think the first, like, weekend I watched it, I, like, binged the first 2 seasons. But I will say that was one of those, if you haven't watched it, I know the first episode was hard to, like, get through. But after that, you got to make it through the first episode. Black Cake on Hulu. Okay. Outlander. I've heard of Outlander. Haven't watched that. Man, I got a good list here. A super good list of stuff to watch. Yeah, see, I didn't think I'd like it either, too, Carolyn, when I watched it. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. The second season, like I said, I've only watched the first episode, and I really liked it. I think it's going to be good. Hallmark Channel, yes. Yes, Kathy, love me a good Hallmark movie. Lifetime movies, too. I haven't watched a good Lifetime movie in a while since I don't have cable. I just have streaming. And I did have the Lifetime app, but I didn't like that you had to pay for it. And I said, there's just too many subscriptions, and I'm trying to cut down on like all that extra stuff. I only want, like, I pay for Prime because it's included, and I really only watch like what's free on there. Once in a while I might rent a movie or something for the kids. And I don't have Hulu anymore. I used to have it, but once I got that other app and I figured out I could watch a lot of stuff on there, I got rid of Hulu. I have Peacock just because it's included in my internet. It came with it, so I don't pay for Peacock. What else do I got? I got Netflix, but I don't pay for Netflix either. I thought I did, but I don't. It actually, their dad pays for it. We've had that same account, and it's just, I use it. It is what it is. To tell the truth. Yes, I watched You. I watched all of that. I really liked You. To Tell the Truth on Apple TV. Wow, there's a lot on Apple TV. I haven't watched Apple TV in a while either, so I got some catching up to do. What's it about? Hi, Camille. Hey, happy Saturday. If you're just getting in, we are talking about TV shows and movies to watch because I don't have the kids. So I have some downtime to watch some shows and see what's good and out there because I don't ever get a chance to watch TV. Look for the streaming deals on Black Friday. Dang, really? I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Or you're gonna have to remind me when it gets close to that. I did like Lord of the Rings. I watched all of the Lord of the Rings. And I also liked Star Wars. I liked Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars as a kid. And what was the show? Mandalorian. Really, really liked Mandalorian. That's the boys got obsessed with Baby Yoda after that, even though he's called Grogu. We call him Baby Yoda. Rings of Power. When Call of the Hearts. No, I haven't watched that, Sandra, so I'll have to. I'm writing that one down too. When Call of the Hearts. And then I can give some of these movies to my mom to watch too. She loves shows and all of that. Call of the Hearts. Okay, so Rings of Power, it's a spinoff to Lord of the Rings. Okay. Rings of Power. This pen's going out too. What the? I need to like throw these pens away. I don't. I just put them right back in my... I don't even know what that says. Rings of Power. This pen's going out too. Stranger Things. Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay, that kind of hurts to get out that pen. All kinds of I love documentaries. Like, what's your favorite documentary? I like true crime. Cases seeking justice for very good. Okay. I'm going back up. I think I missed what show you were talking about. It has different cases each season. It's a radio host seeking justice very good. Okay. But I think I might have missed what show you were talking about. Or I think I missed it. It's on Prime. Okay, so Rings of Power is on Prime. Okay. I got Prime, so that'll be good. Yeah, I'm a huge true crime junkie for sure. To Tell the Truth. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Oh, I think I might like that then. Okay, that sounds interesting. I'm gonna definitely check that out. I like that style. Definitely will check those shows out. All right, I think you guys gave me plenty of options to watch. From now on, I'll have to come on here to ask you guys. I feel like whenever I like ask, go on Facebook or something, no one ever, it's like the same three things. You guys gave me a lot of stuff to watch. I should have asked you guys this a week ago, back when I had all the time to sit here and lay and couldn't do anything. They canceled it. Love true crime. Okay. Truth be told, that might be the first thing I might watch. I might check that out. Check that out on Apple TV. Yeah, I love true crime too. Did you guys watch on Netflix? It was it Night Stalker? I think it was. That was really, really good. That little documentary. I like Netflix documentaries because I like how they kind of do the way that they do like the storytelling and the reenactment in it. It makes it really good. Some of those are sad though. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll have a new video up tomorrow. I'm working on getting it edited. So I'm like finally back to my posting schedules of Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday. I finally, like I've had, so my video on Tuesday, this video was filmed like a couple weeks ago. So I don't want you guys thinking that I was walking and doing all this stuff because the video was filmed a couple weeks ago and I never posted it. But, I was like, I need to post it. It was a good video. I don't know why I never posted. I think I just started filming other stuff. And I forgot that I had the footage. So I've been editing it together. That video will go up on Tuesday. But I just wanted to tell you guys that you're going to see me doing things in there. And this was before surgery. So it was like pre-gallbladder surgery. So I'm like walking, I'm riding bike. I'm doing all types of stuff that clearly I can't do right now. And then after that video, like tomorrow's video is current. I just didn't want you to be confused. You're going to see it and be like, okay, you were just struggling to move around and now you're riding a bike. No, it was just old content. It's called Bad Surgeon. It was crazy. So, Bad Surgeon. I can only imagine. I'm glad I wouldn't want to watch that before surgery. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you, Kathy. I finally feel better. I didn't feel like I looked the best the first couple of days, but the other day, I'll lift my glasses up. I did do my lashes just to make me feel a little bit better. I was feeling decent, but that was all I did. Oh, happy birthday. I hope all of your birthday wishes come true today. Are you doing anything exciting or fun? 2010, how'd that go? I'm glad it's over. And it's, you know what's crazy? I had my surgery last Friday and there was so many people. There was actually a girl that I know, she had her surgery the same day. Ooh, going to Dubai? Oh, I'm jealous. Have fun. Enjoy. That is fun. Hey, thank you for joining. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling good for the most part. I have like a little, oops, I don't know if I'm turning my volume down or what volume that is. I have like a little soreness still on my right side. My swelling has went down a lot, you guys. I'm still swollen, but it's definitely like went down a lot. But my right side, that's where the incision, the biggest incision I have is like this big. And I think that's where they pulled it out and they probably put like that tool or whatever that thing is, they put it in to like keep it open to pull it out. I think that's why this side hurts. And it's still very sore because obviously, you know, that's the side where my gallbladder was. So, you know, it's crazy. I mean, I just started drinking. I didn't drink coffee all last week. I tried to drink hot coffee, but it made my stomach burn. So I took like 2 sips and I was like, nope. But I've been making me iced coffee and they have not so far. But I know some people said about a month later, that's where if something was going to be a difference or, you know, they were going to get like those symptoms. Within a month, once their body adjusted, that's where they noticed it. But I haven't really been eating a lot, you guys, because I noticed that some things are making my stomach hurt in that way, or my stomach burns, and I've been getting like a lot of nausea too. So they gave me medicine for nausea, so I've been taking that when I've been feeling it. So I've mostly been literally living off of yogurt bowls. Yesterday the boy's dad, he dropped me off Olive Garden, so he got me some pasta and some soup. I still have some soup. That's what I ate today, was leftover soup. And then I've been eating like salad and just like light stuff, veggies, because I noticed what was it the other day? The last day that my mom was here, she got me Jimmy John's, and I had a wrap, and I only ate half of it, and it made my stomach hurt. I didn't even finish the other half. Oh, thank you. Thank you. December, I feel so much better. My diet definitely changed, but I'm happy you'll feel so much better. Yes, for sure. It's crazy just how much better I felt with it gone, even though, you know, like the first couple of days, you know, obviously I was in pain and I was hurting, but it felt like a big relief. Hey, Jason, everything's going good. How are you? Hey, Jennifer. I'll be just glad once I'm fully healed and I'm like back to myself 100%, and I can start walking and working out again. But I've lost like 6 pounds, you guys, since my surgery. And I don't know if it's because the gallbladder's out and the inflammation, because my doctor, he had said that, you know, he knew I had for the last year, before I even found out about my gallbladder, that's when I started working out, was trying to get healthier. He had said that my gallbladder was probably playing a huge part in why my weight loss was kind of like stalled, and why it felt like I was working out and eating right, and I was like at a plateau. I was just stuck at, for what, like the last 2 months, I've been stuck at the same weight. He said that after I'm like healed up, I'll probably see a huge difference, and I'll probably get back on track. Because my gallbladder, they did a biopsy on it after they pulled it out and it came back. It was definitely really inflamed. He said it was still very inflamed. It was full of stones. And I was still always bloated. I was always in pain. Any and everything I ate would set it off. So I was barely eating anything because my stomach would get irritated. I didn't have any gallbladder attacks, but I will say I had my surgery last Friday. I did have like a small gallbladder attack on, I think it was Wednesday. I ate one slice of Pizza Hut. And I was like, you know what? My gallbladder's like, I'm going to go out with the bang. You're getting rid of me. We're going to have one last hoorah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad it went good too. So they say, I think they said like 4 to 6 weeks is like when I'm pretty much like cleared to kind of go back to full on normal activities. Like right now I can't lift anything heavier than 10 pounds. I go to my post-op appointment on the 17th. So after that, we'll see kind of how I'm feeling then too. Like I said, I do have like a little bit of like a little dull hanging pain that's hanging on my right side, but it only really bothers me when I'm standing and moving around for too long. That's when it kind of like where I'm like holding it. And what I was doing, I don't have a support band. I had a sweatband. And it's like stretchy. What I did yesterday, because my stomach was hurting me because I kind of overdid it the day before, walking around and moving around. I wrapped it around me and kind of like, it felt like it held everything in it, took the pressure off, and it worked. I used the sweatband, I mean, it worked. What you can in vegetables. Yeah, for sure, Kathy. I'm going to definitely do it. You know what's crazy? He said like, oh, I'm not going to limit your diet. You just got to be smart. And there's some things you can't eat, but you're going to learn your body, he said. I was like, okay, whatever that means. But I know from other people that have had the surgery, a lot of people have told me that you can't eat a lot of the things that you once could. So we'll see. I'm just playing it safe. I'm not really eating much, and I'm going to just like gradually go back into eating. My ear hurts. I'm not going to just like dive in. And then you guys know, obviously, I wasn't really eating a lot of things because of my gallbladder. So I feel like that gave me an advantage where I'm not going to just go back to eating crazy. Since I've been trying for months, you know, I've been eating healthier and better and all of that. Only thing that's really been okay so far is soup, salad, which I only ate salad today. Was the first time I had a salad. The yogurt bowls. Oh, what else? What else did I have that was good? Oh, I've been making me cornflakes, and I've been putting like banana and some granola in it. That's been fine. That hasn't irritated me. So that's really what I've been living off of. Hi. Hello. So what else did I miss? Hi, Marisol. How are you? Happy Saturday. Oh, hi, Beth from Brazil. Hello. What time is it there? I feel like I just got sleepy out of nowhere. I will say my sleep's been horrible, though. I've not really been sleeping the best. I've been waking up at like 5 a.m. every day. It's been horrible. Hi, Rosa. How are you? Happy Saturday. Yeah, Lucy, you know what? Lucy is my shadow. That cat follows me everywhere. She's definitely, I was telling somebody, I think she was for sure handpicked for my family because she fits right in with me and the boys. I swear she's another kid. She is definitely another one of my kids. It's not gonna let me do it. And I'll say, like, anybody that wants, that's the only thing about lives. If you're gonna get on here talking crazy, you're gonna get removed. You're gonna get blocked. I'm not like with the crazy talk. You can be in here, but you're gonna act right. Like Robert, bye. You can't comment no more because you want to be ignorant. Like, I don't get why random people get on lives and say like stuff. I need my moderators in here. I don't got any of my moderators on right now because I just like randomly get on live. Thank you, Rosa. Yeah, it'd be trolls, girl. Trolls. Like, when I do my shorts, I be getting like the same random people. You can tell like who doesn't watch my channel and who's just like a random person. And my shorts, I get a lot of traction off of my shorts, and it also brings like just weird comments. Like, someone freaking commented on the short I did yesterday of me organizing the freaking kitchen cabinet, talking about that's so many plastic bags. I'm like, it's a I didn't even respond. And like me, I don't respond to like dumb stuff. I have thick skin a lot of times. I laugh at it and I just think, yeah, go about your day. Right. I know. I say the same thing. Just weird. But I notice that's where I get like the most weird is whenever I do shorts, because my shorts get pushed out like really hard. I'll post a short and it can get like 6,000 views within 30 minutes. But then it has like stupid comments. It brings stupid people sometimes. And it'd be trolls. I'm like, they be definitely fake accounts. Super trolls. Or it's like some old miserable man sitting somewhere, probably in his mom's basement, just commenting on weird stuff. Just want attention. For real, Marisol. So, yeah, he did. So he helped me. He took me to my surgery. He was there when I had my surgery and all of that. So like we're good. You know, it wasn't easy starting off in the beginning, which I mean, it isn't, especially when you're with someone for so many years and things kind of end. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. You know, if you've been through it yourself, especially when kids are involved, it's hard. Sometimes you got to be mature and put things to the side and kind of think about your kids. We've talked about in the past. We tried before, even after we first split up. There was a point where we did try, and we just were like, oh, it wasn't going to work. So I don't know, whatever the future holds. I don't know. We're finally in a good space where we get along for each other, with each other, and for our kids. And that took a long time for us to get there. I'm telling you, the first 2 years were rough. They were rough. It was not easy. It was definitely not easy the first 2 years. Yeah, girl, mama's basement. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm such a good vibe energy person. Like, when people comment stupid stuff, you're getting deleted. No one has time for that. Grow up. Like, we are adults. Like, that's the one thing about the internet that drives me crazy with people, where they just get on and and the people that say the craziest stuff, they don't have no room to be saying any of the stuff that they're saying. I just be like, what? Like, it's funny. You'll get there, girl. It takes time. Oh, Kathy, I saw you just commenting. You're back on. Looks like live might have kicked you out. I know I'm like keeping up with the comments, and then there gets stupid people coming in saying dumb stuff, so I have to delete them out. But yeah, sure, right. God loves me. You guys love me. That's all. My kids love me. That's all that matters. Yeah, girl, that first year is hard. The first year is the roughest. It's hard. Like, if I sit back and I look back, I wouldn't think that I would even be where I am that first year. That first year was so hard in so many ways. Financially, just with them, like, it was bad. I did a lot of things. I said a lot of things that I didn't mean just because I was hurt. He said and did a lot of things. It definitely took time for us to get through that, you know, and it's like there's, especially, you know, depending on why things ended, or, you know, what you guys went through. Some people, you may never get to that point. And there was points where I thought, like, I'm never going to get along with him. We're just never going to get to a place where I'm going to like him. And it's hard after you loved somebody and to feel like that. I feel like that's the hardest part, is, you know, in the beginning when you feel like that. That is definitely the hardest part. But it'll take time. And, you know, the biggest piece of advice that I can give, and I've learned, like I said, I've learned this the hard way too, because, you know, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. When you're going through heartbreak and breakups and all of that, there's a lot of hurt. The biggest piece of advice that I can give, that it took me a while to get to that point, is the moment you stop caring about what they're doing or the things that they aren't doing or they are doing, and you just focus on the things that you can control, it is going to change your life. Once you get to that point, things will go so much easier. They will go naturally. Things will just go so much easier. When you pay no mind to what you cannot control, oh, it's a game changer. You're going to view and see things differently. Once you can get to that place, you're not going to care anymore. And you're going to see just how much easier things get when you don't worry about what you cannot control. Once I got to that point, and it took me a long time. I don't think I got to that point really until like a year ago. Thank you. Thank you. Rude comments, it just be dumb. Girl, it'd only be on the lives. It'd be on the lives or like shorts, because it's like random people. I, like, knock on wood, I don't really get I don't get like hate or anything on like videos, like shocking. And I see like other channels, and it's sad. Other like creators and stuff I follow and that I talk to, some of them, they get some people just be rude and ignorant and just like hateful for what? And luckily I don't experience that. Like, I've been very fortunate. Besides, like, you know, on lives. And then it's don't even be like hate, just be like dumb stuff. Or you can tell it's obviously a child or a troll. Before, and see, don't tolerate that. You know what you're worth. You know what your children is worth. That's all that matters. What other people think or what they feel does not matter. You know what you're worth. That's all that should matter. Once you get to that place, girl, where you stop caring, you're gonna feel like this burden. You're gonna feel like this big relief once you get to that point. And it may not happen right away. You know, it's been a year. It could take another year. It could take another 2 years until you feel like that. But I think it's just more so finding yourself along the way and focusing on the things that, okay, the biggest thing is realizing where you were wrong and realizing, you know, things that you could have did differently and learning from it. That's what makes you a better woman. You go through the mistakes, you learn from it. You don't keep repeating it. You just keep pushing forward and you realize, okay, I didn't handle this the best way. I shouldn't have said those things. And you take a look back at that and you focus on how can I be better? How can I, you know, for myself, my children, my next relationship, or if you end up back with the person, how can you do things differently as a person, as a woman, and not repeat those same behaviors or the same things that you said? It's a learning journey, girl. Every day I learn something new. And I know that I've grown so much through it too. Aww. And that's sad. I think as a mom, that's the hardest part, you know, especially in your situation. You know, I'm like very fortunate that the boys like their dad, regardless of me and him not liking each other, you know, going through our moments where we felt like we hated each other and all that. It's like at the end of the day, he's a great dad to them. I still made sure I was a great mom. That's all that mattered. Oh, girl, the one from when, was that like last August? Yeah, when I did that video where I talked about it. No, it's not. You know what? I've been wanting to do a Q&A. Like, you guys, I know, like I update and I randomly, if you follow my Instagram, that's where I kind of really talked more so about dating and all that. I didn't really go deep into it on here. On Instagram, I would share like my dating chronicles. That was like a while ago. Nothing came out of it, girl. Nothing came out of it. And you know, it's crazy. And I've had my moments where I'm like, oh, I'm lonely. Oh, you know, I want a relationship. But then I'm like, you know, it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. Because when you try to force things or rush things, I feel like you just meet everything that is not good for you, everything that is not good for your life. I've learned that with just not even relationships, just with life and everything for the last couple of years. If it's meant to happen, if it's meant to be, it's going to happen when it's supposed to. There's no point in me trying to rush it or go out and seek it and look for it. It's going to come. It's going to happen on its own when it is supposed to. Organically, yes. And that's how I feel. I want it to be organic. I don't want it to be rushed or feel like I have to change to be something. They have to change to be something. You need to come as you are. And that's what it is. Like, you should never have to change who you are to be with somebody. I don't care who you are. And that goes on both sides. I shouldn't be forcing someone to be something or do something that I want them to do because I think that that's the right way. And I don't want someone doing that with me. I feel like if it's your person, all of those things are going to happen naturally. You don't have to force it. It's just going to happen. You're going to want to naturally do those things because that is the person for you. Yes, and everything, you know, everything happens for a reason, girl. You got your son. That's the biggest blessing. Kids are a big blessing. You know, things didn't work out with his dad, but that's okay. You're doing a damn good job. And your son is loved, and he knows that. That's all that matters. All you can focus on is you as a mother and what you are doing. Because at the end of the day, kids, they remember and they see everything. You can't force people to do anything. Exactly, girl. See, yeah. You don't change for anyone. You're going to be yourself. They are either going to like you or they won't. And if they don't, oh well, they're not for you. The right person is going to love all those things. Yes, Mona. You know what's crazy? I say now that, after, shoot, it's going to be almost 4 years of being in a relationship. Now as an adult, and especially in my 30s, my grandma, after my grandfather passed away, my grandma never remarried. She never got in a relationship. She might have had friends. My grandma was very private, so she didn't talk about what she had going on. But I understand it so much more being, a single woman, especially in my 30s, that peace and happiness, those are things that you have to find within yourself. I don't need someone else to make me feel those things. And I don't need to be with somebody. I enjoy myself. I enjoy the kids. And there's moments where like I said, there's moments I get lonely, and that's natural. We're going to have those days, and that's okay. That's normal to feel that way. Aw, I'm happy for you, girl. See, I love that. I love that for you. I love that for you. In 7 years, that's awesome. Exactly. Been there, done that, never again. And I bet you reflected on all the stuff where you're like, why did I put up with that? Why did you diminish your own light for somebody else? Once you get to that point, you realize it, it's like you will not tolerate it. And look, you met somebody, treat you amazing. And sometimes, and I've learned this just because I've been through so many things, at the moment, you might not understand why you're going through it. But I've always said, and I think that's always been what's good about myself, not to toot my own horn, but I always felt like everything that I've gone through happened for a reason. Even if I didn't understand it, even if it felt like the most devastating thing, it's made me a better woman because I've learned from it. There's always a learning lesson in everything. Even at the time, even if I didn't feel like I played a part in it, or if I did no wrong, or I didn't see things that I could have did differently, after I've gone through it, I've learned from it in some way, and it's definitely it molded me into a better woman. And I've learned from those things, and I've grown from them. Yeah, it's right there, friends and enemies. You're done with dating. I say the same thing. Especially now, dating is just weird. It is weird. It is scary. Dating is so scary. Hi, Kyra. Unless we should make them feel good about themselves. Exactly. You're teaching them right. And that's how they should be. Especially as young girls. I wish I would have had someone speaking, all the good positive things into me and reminding me of those things. I probably would have not went through half of what I went through, when it came to once I became an adult and love and all that. If I would have had, the right guidance and been told, all of those positive good things about myself, it would have saved me a lot of heartbreak. It would have saved me a lot of hard times. For sure. So definitely keep putting that into your daughters, because even if it may be annoying or they think you're doing too much, they're going to appreciate it. They're going to when they become women, they're going to remember those conversations. And especially the fact that you met someone who treats you good. That's so good for them. It's good for them to see healthy love. And that's the biggest thing too. I had to learn too. Just because you have kids with somebody, it doesn't mean that you're meant for that person. And I see so many people that stayed in relationships, that bad relationships, because they felt like they needed to because they had kids. Especially ones, that were in domestic violence relationships, and they're stuck. And it's sad that you have to go through that. Oh, thank you, girl. Hi, Kyra. Thank you. I was lucky. I will say that. I didn't turn out like a lot of what I was around. And I'm fortunate and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I always had my own mind, and I wasn't very easily influenced. I'm still not. I was talking to their dad not too long ago, and we were talking about that. He said, that's one thing about you. He said, you can go out and influence people, but he's like, you're not easily influenced to do what someone tells you to do. He's like, you will you voice it, and if you don't agree with it, it's gonna be known that you don't agree with it. But if someone tells you to do something, you're not gonna just do it because they told you to do it. That's like one of the best things about me. I stand my own ground. And I don't ever want to like influence people. I'm never going to tell people to do anything that they don't want to do. But I'm just happy that I can influence people in a positive way. But I'm not easily influenced. I'll take people's advice. I'll listen to what people have to say. But I've never been a follower where someone, and the best way I can put this, I remember my dad used to tell me this. If someone tells you to jump off a bridge, you're going to jump off a bridge just because they told you to. I always remember that. And I think that that's always like stuck with me. And I've been in many situations, whether it's friends, people, relationships, where you kind of run into those scenarios where it's like, are you going to jump off the bridge? And I always would think that in the back of my head, my dad's passed on, but I always think about that. And it's like, I can hear him. Are you going to jump off the bridge just because they told you to? Try doing a blind date with me. Oh my God, a blind date. Girl, I could never. Mona, you sound like my soul sister. Yeah, see? I've never done a blind date. Like, I always thought, oh, that'd be fun to do, but that's terrifying at the same time. You will have nothing pleasant. Love, keep going. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was just having a conversation with Lakin about, friends, because I had seen, he felt like he was kind of struggling, or that whole Stanley Cup thing. I don't know if like your guys' kids were going crazy over the Stanleys after Christmas because it was like the wave and all the kids had to have a Stanley. And he had said that you were only popular or cool if you had a Stanley. And I had to tell him, I'm like, you know what? Material things does not make you a good person. If someone wants to be your friend, they are going to be your friend whether you have a Stanley or you don't have a Stanley. That does not define you. You could have all the nicest things, all the fanciest thing, every gadget, every material thing that there is. That does not make you a good person. You could be a horrible person. That does not make you a good person. I had to tell him that, and it was, it broke my heart because I was like, he's 10 and he's going to be going into middle school. But I was like, it's important that I have those conversations because I didn't get those conversations as a kid. I was just going through those things or struggling. I didn't grow up very fortunate, so I never had any of the Stanleys. Stanleys wasn't a thing, but there was every childhood, there was always something. It doesn't matter what generation, there was always something that you had to have to fit in. And I never had that, but I was able to adapt to whatever I was around. I could make friends even if I didn't have those things. And I was always friends with a lot of people that were more fortunate than me. And they valued me as a person, even though I didn't have those things. So I try to instill that in him and tell him like, hey, those ain't your friends. And he's like, Mom, and sometimes he tells me I'm like too hard. He's like, Mom, they're a kid. I was like, no, I try to take it as a teaching moment. And I just want to just keep reminding him, keep putting that in his head. And I tell him, friends are going to come and go. People will come in and out of your life. We'll have some people in our life for different seasons, for different reasons. But stay true to who you are and never feel like you have to have something to have a friend. Oh, Carolyn, you got to have confidence. And that's something, and I know some people struggle with that. See, good. Keep instilling that. That's what I want him to get to. And I feel like Lakin, he's not a very confident kid. He's very shy, so that makes it worse. And I've noticed he's always struggled with that. And when you're a shy kid, it makes it 10 times harder to make friends when you're already shy. But then you add in social media. These kids are seeing everything and they feel like they have to have it. I feel like a lot of it starts at home too. It starts with their parents, because I notice the ones that act and behave like that, their parents are bullies. They're still bullies as adults. They're over here making fun of the next person, and then their kids are seeing that and it's reflected on their children. It definitely starts at home, how we treat people. It starts at home. You have to teach your kids to do better. Teach them to be kind. And I tell him that, he's never been bullied or anything. There was one time when he did, about 2 years ago, this kid, he used to go to this before and after school program, and it was where we used to live. And he did a summer camp. And when he went to the summer camp, it was a mix of like all the kids in that district, because before the school he went to, it was like out in the country. So it was like a different type of kids, he wasn't really used to the bullying kids. And he had a kid told him he was trash. I remember he was so upset. And I said to him, I was like, did you like tell the counselor or whatever, or I don't know what they were called, but, and he's like, no. And I was like, well, say something. I said, because, you know, if that happens again, and if they don't do anything, I'm going to come up in there. And he was like, Mom, no. I was like, no, I'm going to come up there and I'm going to tell that kid, you don't call people trash. And he said, it never happened again. I said, and you're going to stand your ground. I was like, do not let people talk to you like that. But he's not like me. Like me, I'm a sweet person, but I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna stick up for myself, and I'm gonna stick up for the people I love with no hesitation. Lakin, that is not Lakin at all. He is definitely a lover. You know, I would never encourage him to fight or anything, but I'm like, you stand up for yourself. Don't let people talk to you any type of way. Don't let them talk to you crazy. Don't let them disrespect you, because respect goes two ways. You cannot expect someone to respect you if you're gonna talk to them any type of way. And I'm hoping me and his dad are working hard on getting him to build his confidence, because I'm very nervous about him going to middle school. So I'm just trying to prepare him. I'll let other people make you feel a certain way about, yes. I tell him that all the time. I don't think, like, you know, Samir's autistic, so it's a different ball game with him. But like Tank, I think Tank will definitely stand up for himself. Someone messes with him, he's not going to stand for it. But Tank's kind of really antisocial too. But he's going to stick up for himself. Lakin is just not there. I always like say, you know, ugh. And there's a little age difference with him too. I know Tank's always going to look out for Samir, but I'm like, Lakin, if they were older and they were out somewhere and someone was messing with them, Lakin would probably like run off to come tell me instead of doing something. He's like, Mom, they're picking on him. So we're just trying to get him more confident in himself. Hey girl, hey, happy Saturday. We just got to work on our kids' confidence. Be a good person. It starts with you. Yes, Mona. Yes, that is me. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to piss me off. But when you do, when you do, watch out. Because I'm a Pisces, so I'm super caring, loving. I always want to help people. I want to take care of people. I want to love people. But I'm very passionate about what I believe in. I'm passionate about the people I love. Usually, you can say what you want to say about me. It takes a lot for you to like offend me. But when it comes to like my kids or people that I love or people that can't stick up for themselves, I'm going to go out. The horns are coming out. And I will never let anyone talk to me or disrespect me. We are adults. You're going to talk to me. I always say, I have a mother. I don't even let her talk to me like that. Because the older sister that went to the same school and she helps build this kind. Kids are so mean. But girl, it starts at home. Hey, Kia, the biggest thing, and I feel like, especially when it's, you know, kids that are bullying other kids, and their parents, they don't want to accept. As parents, our kids are not always right. And I feel like that's where a lot of it, they want to ignore their kids doing wrong. You know, we don't ever want to believe our kids are wrong. We don't. And that's, you know, that's natural. But we need to learn how to correct them when they're wrong. It needs to be a teaching moment. And if we're seeing our kids are, you know, being bullies or treating other kids different because they may have more than them, you as a parent, you got to do better, because those kids are going to grow up and they're going to still continue those same behaviors. They're not going to do it to kids anymore. They're going to do it to other adults, because we see it on the internet now when people, that's where trolls, nasty comments come from. It's dumb. Everybody does everything for a reason. Yeah, you're good, girl. Yeah, I talked about earlier. I'm feeling pretty good for the most part. I have a little pain lingering, but what is it? The 8th day after my surgery, and I'm finally like 90%. Obviously, the inside's going to take a little bit longer to heal, but I'm not taking any pain meds or anything like that anymore. Yep, that too. The kids with the bad parents, because it stems back to home. A lot of them are doing what they see. They see their parents, you know, and their home, they might not live in the best home either. That's why, you know, when they say like, oh, be careful of adults. Sometimes you have to be careful of other kids because you don't know what those kids are exposed to. You don't know the type of, home life that they have. On the outside, it might look like they have all these things, but they might have a horrible home life. And that's what's causing them to behave in that way. It's sad. It's sad overall. Yes, girl, I'm feeling much, much better. Much better for sure. I'm probably going to get off of here soon because I'm hungry. And it's what, 7? So I haven't eaten anything since lunch. I ate like a late lunch. I ate at like 3. So I'm getting a little hungry. And then I'm probably going to go like pick one of these shows that you guys told me. I was shy too. I was shy until I became an adult. I think once I started working, the shyness, I was kind of forced to come out of it. But I was a super shy kid. But at the same time, I was the oldest of like my mom's kids. I had 4 younger brothers. And I was the only girl, so I grew up tough. I wasn't afraid of anybody. Oh, thank you, girl. You know what? Chopping my hair off was the best thing. And then I found this hair product that I've been putting in my hair. It's like a hair mask. It's, you can use it as a protectant and a leave-in conditioner. And it's my curls. It's bringing them back to life because my curls were like dead. My hair was I have such like thin hair. And I think I saw in like a video where the back of it looked horrible. And I'm like, okay, it got to get cut. I got to cut it off. My hair feels so much better. It feels and looks so much healthier. I was hanging on to that strangly hair. And whenever my hair gets long, my curls start to fall. But when my hair the ends were dead, so it was just like straight, it looked bad. So the back of my hair was looking like up to here and then it was like straight. It was so weird. Yes, I think it needs to be talked about more too. It needs to. Everything is taught, which is sad. I think we all can learn. We never stop learning. I learn something new every day. Every day I learn something new, whether it's big or small. I think we just have to have an open mind. You have to have an open mind. And I have an open mind. I love to talk and like hear other people's experiences and kind of their takes on it. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree with it, and that's okay. We just got to do it in a respectful way. We're not meant to agree with everything. But I think if you are comfortable talking about things and being open to learning and listening, it'll take you far. Open mind will take you a lot of places. But I liked this chat. This was a good live. I really liked this one. We'll have to definitely do this again. I liked the topics. I liked the conversations. This was definitely a good chat. So anybody that's probably coming in now, that's coming at the end of it, there'll be another one. How to drink and coffee go? Girl, here's the leftover from the one I made this morning. I drank most of it, but I didn't finish it because it got watery, but iced coffee has been good. I've been okay with iced coffee. Hot coffee, I tried it. If you watched that video I posted like a couple days back, Lakin made me a hot coffee. I took like 2 sips and it made my stomach burn really, really bad. I didn't finish it and I haven't tried again. But iced coffee, I made that iced coffee. Everything went good. It didn't hurt my stomach. So I think, fingers crossed, I think I'm in the clear. I think I'm okay with iced coffee. Yes, you do. When it's a positive disagreement, you learn something new. As long as it's positive and you have an open mind, we all can learn something. And what I've learned like over time of like having conversations with people on different things, or if it's something that I viewed something one way, or, I didn't really know much about it. And then I've kind of like listened to their input or listened about, the facts. Then I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I learned something new, and I don't still have to agree with it, but I'm like, okay, I see it from a different light. And okay, that was something I didn't know. Yes, good news. I was worried, girl. I was like, oh, I don't want to fully give up my coffee. I'll try hot coffee again, but it's getting hot outside. So I've been drinking iced coffee anyways. So far, I'm good on coffee. All the food yet, I don't know. We're taking it slow. We're baby steps into the food. But I'm going to get ready to get off of here, you guys. I'm going to eat me some dinner, find me something to eat, and then pull up one of these shows. You guys, look, I wrote down. I got a lot of shows that you guys told me. So I'm going to pick something and I'm going to start watching it. And I'll let you guys know what I think. And we'll have to go live again. I liked this live. I liked the good conversations, good chat, good space. You guys are all awesome. You guys are all amazing, beautiful, strong, powerful women. Yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll catch you guys in my next live, next video.